All right. I believe we are live here. Welcome and thank you all for being here. Good evening to all of you, and welcome to another edition of. I can move myself around of Akashic Adventures with Viviane here, and it takes a moment to see how many we got in the chat here. But welcome, Viviane, again. It's grateful to have you here.
Hi, thank you for having me. So lovely to be here, and I'm happy to see your channel growing. You did great with Ali. It was fun to watch, and I'm loving watching the. I'm not always able to watch the whole thing, but I need to catch some replays. But I love the other shows you do too. With and when I saw you with Chloe was lovely, and the shows about feng shui. I love feng shui, so I'm learning a lot from those too. So yeah, and thank you for having me back.
Thank you for the compliments. Yeah, Chloe's amazing, and her prices are for real crazy. Normally we
Yeah.
meet every 2 weeks, so that would be Thanksgiving, but I think we'll end up meeting somewhere either late next week or the following week. But we're gonna do that once every 2 weeks. So not to break
Mm.
everybody's paychecks, right? We only do it weekly.
Yeah,
And
no, it's yeah, her prices are definitely amazing.
as
Sure.
working in a commercial crystal store, yeah, I can tell you that you're saving 75% or more on
Yeah.
certain items easy. We're going to
Yeah.
put this on do not disturb here as well, so we make sure we don't get any calls because
Mm-hmm.
God only knows my universe here. But yeah, so yeah, check it out. Thank you. Her prices are just stunning. Really, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then thank you for the compliment. Blindly Inspired in Germany, that she's been blessed. We've been blessed to
Oh
have her on.
yeah, love that. Yeah, I've been feng shui is one of the subjects I've been interested about for a few years, and I find it so amazing, and she explains it in a way that is so helpful for us to apply to our really because I try to learn from books in the past, and some of the examples and the pictures were just really not helpful to me to apply to my own home. So I love how she explains it so well, and it's definitely lovely to have her collabing with you.
Absolutely. She blew my mind though, and I really didn't think about it with the fire and the water and the metal and how this puts that out and this and that, and how if you're not in sync there, you could end up making mud in a relationship. And that's always the example that she used. And it really blew my mind because
Mm-hmm.
it's like the ox, it's like using Chinese astrology to go, I'm an ox. So I'm not going to be hanging around too many goats as my enemy sign. Um, right.
Yeah,
Or horses.
um, our environment makes such a huge impact on our energy, our our daily lives, really. So it's just like the people that we have close relationships with and that we spend our time with, our environment is really makes plays a huge importance into our energy.
Absolutely. It's played a tremendous role. Just getting to know Blindly Inspired Krista and making just the basic changes in my apartment, just changing my front door mat from a gray and black mat to a red mat. My God,
Yeah.
the energetics of walking in my house,
Yes.
totally different.
Love that. I have
I go
actually.
up, I don't go down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's for people who haven't been here before, for the next 2 hours, we're going to limit this to 2 hours. Viviane's got some things, and so it's 5 o'clock. So about 7:50 or 7 or 8, 9 o'clock, 9:15 your time, 7 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
my time. We're gonna
Yeah.
wrap this up. So keep that in mind. Generally, we've been going well over 2 hours. Viviane's energetics are insane. She was with the ladies today. I was pricing stuff at work, or I would have been in the chat. But
Mm-hmm.
she was with the ladies doing Akashic Adventures just 2 hours ago, and now she's here. So yeah, it takes a lot of energy to do this. And keep in mind as well, and I'm going to throw this up here, that donations are greatly accepted. This is Viviane. We all got to pay the bills, right? And this is Viviane's way of paying her bills, so to speak. And she's what she's learned through John and what she's had from herself. She's now using those energetics to create a universe of her own, and that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
And so, please, if you appreciate Viviane, as we all do, her PayPal is listed there as well. And please consider subscribing to her YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
Anytime she is live with anybody else, generally, except here, I got to get the once I get the StreamYard, it's it's like $90 a month for StreamYard. And so once
Yes.
they don't keep it in, they know what they got and they price it like they know it. How about that? Because StreamYard's the easiest way in the world to go and live with YouTube. You try it with
Yes.
Zoom.
One of my friends is using Streamlabs, and she just started using Streamlabs, and she said she likes it. And Linda, that joins me on Tuesdays, is used a different service. I don't recall the name right now, but she canceled right away because it was just really not that great. You have the basic, and then you have to pay so much more to uh, have the features that StreamYard offers. And then she ended up having to switch back to StreamYard. But yeah, she's paying like about, I think, $48 a month or something like that because
Yeah, I'm gonna
they
wait till
raised.
their Black Friday sale and then jump in for the year, the discounted
Yeah,
price.
yeah, yeah. This is what I when I joined StreamYard, I paid for the year. Not everybody's able to do that, of course, but I took advantage of a promotion like that, that paying ahead for the year and gave me a discount. So, but yeah, no, I don't want to see my next bill when I get one. But yeah, we know it's we do have to
Yep, and
pay.
we'll get rid of the little duck in the corner there shortly, guys. Shortly, but one step at a time here. But if you haven't been here before, Viviani's going to give you the ground rules of how she does the readings, what you need to basically include, and then we're going to go from there. I've not yet started taking names since I've been talking with
Mm-hmm.
Viviani here. So, if first things first, if you want to a reading, Viviani's going to give you the how tos and what to put in the chat. And then from my end, I star it and I will slide it over. I've also got notepad here, so I will take notes. If I miss you, flag me down
Mm-hmm.
in the chat. It's not on purpose. Chat moves, and sometimes I miss it myself. And and it's definitely not a slight on you. I truly apologize.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'm going to hand it over to Viviani. He's going to give you the ground rules as
Sure.
to how to key in your questions there and what she needs to and what you can kind of expect.
Uh, Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I will um in a few minutes I will read a prayer protection, and I'll read the opening of the records. And for the questions in the chat, you'll be asking a question about yourself. I do not answer questions that are for other people, and because I need to have their permission and they need to be present in the chat. And if you do have a question that is about a pet, you also need to ask their permission, and you have to use your intuition and maybe spend time with them, and to have that the permission. I do not give any healing without permission either. um, and questions for the Akashic Records, questions that are yes and no questions do not work well for the Akashic Records. You do have the other, we may want to ask, use a pendulum, or ask a psychic. Questions that are yes or no questions are not good questions for the Akashic Records. Remember too that when it comes to questions about the future, you there are different timelines regarding the future, and your actions from today will affect that. So questions about the future can be a little tricky. And what else do I want to say about the questions? Be as specific as possible as what you like to know. If you ask a question that the masters believe you're not ready for the answer, you're not it's something that you're not that is not beneficial for you to know now, for your you will not be giving the answer. um, and same thing with when it comes to dates. I haven't I don't usually get specific dates, and I was asked, and names. Sometimes I do it and sometimes I don't. So just be aware of that. Um, and as Josh mentioned, I do have a YouTube channel, and every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern time, I do give free Akashic Records readings along with Diana and Linda. And I also give private readings. My email is V as in Victor, Heller, my last name, 555 at gmail.com, and I will post that email later. So if you have questions and you would like to schedule a private reading, my readings are 1 hour, and I record them on it's via Zoom and recorded, and you get a copy emailed to you afterwards. Let's see what else I can say. So yeah, be as specific as possible. If you wanna have a message from the guides, from your Akashic Records masters that are for your higher school now, or if you wanna know about a past life that is affecting you the most now, it's another example of a question. Um, and if I see a question that it needs a little bit of tweaking, I'll let you know, and I'll do that when I'm asking the masters. Will you see me quiet for a few minutes with my eyes closed when I'm focusing, because I'm asking the question and I'm waiting for an answer, and sometimes I'm asking also additional questions as I'm getting the answer. So if you see me quiet, that's what happens. If I don't get anything, I'll let you know that I didn't get anything. And if sometimes I get words, other times I get words and visuals, and like I said, I'll explain. I'll let you know everything that I get real time. Let's see if I have any other question. And the Akashic Records. I love doing Akashic Records readings because I love the healing aspect of it, and I'm passionate about healing, and I also do animal communication readings. If you would like to schedule that with me, also email me, please. So yes,
Karma
and
had a
I'm a
question
Reiki
about asking
master
about
too.
pets.
I'm
She threw
sorry.
that in there.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Karma had a question about if we can ask about her pets real quick. She may not have heard. If you want to
Yes, you
refill that,
may.
okay.
Yes, if you ask about your pets, you also have to ask their permission. And what else was I going to say? Oh, and I'm a Reiki master too. So if you would like to schedule a Reiki session with me too, you may send me an email. And anyway, so I love helping people. I love helping animals, and healing is a passion I absolutely love that. So, and I want to say a few highs. Hi, Gypsy JJ. Always lovely to see you. Hi, Millie, Chloe, Chris, and who else is here? Linda's here. That just did a show with me. Karma. Oh my God, so many nice people. Denise, Diane G. Missing Suzette. So Karen is here too, and I also I join John Beanie on his channel. Hi, White Dragon, nice to see you. I also join John Beanie on his channel on Mondays and Thursdays, and his channel is at John Beanie, and it's the information is always my community page too when you look at my channel. Hi, Anna. Let's
Karen
see.
threw up a question there. I threw it on the screen. It says she wants to schedule a Reiki session for her cat.
Oh, I absolutely. I do that too. I am an animal Reiki master too. I do
Fantastic.
both. So, and it's one of my favorite things is helping animals. I volunteered. I do less of that now because of everything else that I'm doing. I'm taking classes, and I have a YouTube channel and all the collabs. But for about, well, since June or July, I believe it was July 2010, I've been volunteering for a no-kill animal shelter. That's where I adopted my cats from, and I love helping animals. And I also, for I'll say about 8 years, I volunteered for a local organization that it's all about rescuing animals. We work along with we are called via 911, and we work along with the firefighters when there's an emergency that involves animals. Unfortunately, I'm not able to dedicate as much time to that right now, but it's something that I'm grateful that I joined and learned a lot from this experience too. So, so yeah, that's a little bit about me. Yeah, I love giving animals Reiki and people, and Akashic Records readings also for animals. So,
Fantastic.
yeah.
All right. So what we're going to do is Viviane is going to go ahead and do her invocation and get things started. From my
Mm-hmm.
end, I've already got a few in the chat. The last one I got was from Horses, Trigger, Hope, or Karma. So I did get yours. So we've got right now, just to read the list, I've got Denise, Chris, who's driving home, so he won't be typing in the chat, but he'll
Mm-hmm.
be listening, Anna and Karma. So if you want a reading there, we know the parameters now. So please just put it in all caps. There's two Zet, so we'll start that.
Mm-hmm.
Oop, and I will undo that and start. There we go. When the chat
Mm-hmm.
moves, it moves. And so you got to be fast on the push there on the phone. And of course, we don't want to do what we did this morning and cut Chris like we did with Chris and actually ban him by accident
Oh,
from the live.
yeah.
So we don't want to do that either. So that finger, right? So we've got you there. See that. So again, if and then we've got Diane G as well. So all right. So I'm going to turn
Mm-hmm.
over to Viviane. Keep putting your questions in there. We're going to go for about 2 hours. So it's 5:21 my time, 7:21 till about eight
Mm-hmm.
9:30 ish, give or take. And
Mm-hmm.
so if we don't get to you, if the list gets too big, we do apologize. But I can always then put you in the front of the list next week, or you can next month, or you can catch Viviane directly, or on Monday morning with John Binney, or Tuesday afternoon with the ladies. So you won't
Yeah.
miss it. She's around and she's in our universe, so you won't miss it if
Yes.
we get too many out there. And again,
Mm-hmm.
if you hear a pause, guys, I know this. You may come in if you're just getting here and you see a pause while Viviane's doing the reading, and you're like, "What's going on? Is she alive?" She's got to connect with your specific guides. So she's got to first
Mm-hmm.
find your energy. Then she's got to get into
Yes.
your guides and your situation. So if you're seeing silence, it can take up to 3 or 4 minutes at times.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing. Otherwise, just enjoy the chat. It's nothing that we're not ignoring you. Viviane's
Yes.
doing what she does. That's her gift, is to get into your energetics there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to turn it over to Viviane. And
Mm-hmm.
again, if you get a reading, please consider paying it back energetically by one, subscribing and to Viviane's channel, and two, hitting up her PayPal there. We all got to pay bills, and we got water bill and power bill and groceries.
Yes.
So
Yeah, and
this
I
is
have
how
four
she.
cats to feed.
There we go. Four cats, favorite. God love. And this is how she earns a living. So let's support that. Let's give her some support, because I'm sure all of us would love to be doing something
Mm-hmm.
spiritual like this, like what Viviane's doing for a
Mm-hmm.
living. So keep that in
Yeah.
mind. The plumber don't come for free either, right? So to speak.
Yeah.
But grateful. We're just because it's spiritual doesn't mean that we can't exchange the energies monetarily. All
Yes,
right,
just
guys.
like you said, it's an energy exchange. Yeah, thank you so much. So let's start by taking 3 deep breaths. Hold it at the top, and when you release, release all that doesn't serve your highest good. So let's start with 1 deep breath. One more. And last one. I'm going to read the prayer of protection now. And we are surrounded by the pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us, and we call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic Records masters to assist us now to receive information of the highest truth, highest frequency of light and love, allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our greatest good and the greatest good of all humanity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now I'm going to read the opening of the records for this group. We open ourselves to the light, and with this light, we open ourselves to our truth, and with this light, we open ourselves to our soul's purpose, and with this light, we open ourselves to be guided towards our highest good and the highest good of all in divine love. I'm going to read this silently now. I'm sorry. And so, this group, those watching the replay or joining later, are given the truth to best serve them on their healing journey into the love and acceptance that is most beneficial for them in this moment. Now I'll read this silently. And with this light and guidance, we unlock the energy field of this group, those watching the replay or joining the chat later, to receive the records of their soul. The records are now open. And prior to getting started tonight, in the between, after I finished my other live, I already did a little dance to raise my vibrations, and I went outside and touched my tree to ground my energy, and a few more things, so we're ready to go.
All right, real quick then, I'm going to go over the list. Star, we did get you. Star and Jolly, both of you guys put in there. Star, you were buried in the chat, but I did see that you said, did you get mine? So I just need two things. Star, if you can put a little more of a question in there, and Jolly, other than just Jolly James, other than can I have a reading, please, as well. The first one we have, we're going to get, I'm going to throw it over to Viviane here. Again, if you get a reading, please consider donating. The universe, your life things just work out better in your universe if you exchange energetics. I'm just going to leave it at that. Definitely. So I'm going to turn it over, and of course, Denise, who's always here when Viviane's here. Much love.
Yeah,
I'm
Denise
grateful
is
to see you,
lovely.
Denise. We're going to throw you up, and you are first. So take it away.
Thank you. Okay, let me just go back to my screen here. Hi, Denise. Nice to see you. May I please ask what the new job have for me? I retired. Okay, 9/17/24. So this is this a job that you applied, and is a new job that you started, or it's something that you were asking about a job that you're looking for a job in, and I just want to understand your question a little bit better.
Yeah, so if Denise, if you can type that into the chat real quick, that yeah, I'm new job or just something simple, that would be blessed.
I think you started a new job, and you want to know more about it, if I understood correctly. Just want to double check. And I know it takes a few seconds to have. Okay, let's see. There, I just want to refresh my page here to see if I have any more comments. Okay, I just need clarification, Denise, if you are, is a job that new job that you started, or if it is something that you didn't start yet, or if it's a job. Anyway, I'll get started, and then I'll look in the comments in a little bit. So just connect with your guides. New job. Okay. I saw an image of you sitting behind a desk, and it's like you interacting with customers and people coming to you to ask questions, and you're showing them, you're going through some papers on your. I did not see you. It was like someone was in front of you and you giving them explanation, answering something, and you were moving some papers. Oh, your chat's not moving. I understand it happens. You may sometimes refreshing uh, the page helps, but I know it can be tricky. Happens. So yeah, I saw you behind like I said, behind the desk, and you look like happy, and you were answering questions and going through some papers, either reading some information to somebody or getting ready to give papers to somebody. But let me tune in again. I'm hearing trust. You will get better. Take a step at a time. Have confidence. And then I phrase the question again because you were asking about having extra, having the income, and I heard um, affirmations. Start using some affirmations to help with the abundance mindset, saying I am abundant or I am abundance. Add that to your routine. That will help attract more income. You have to have that feeling, that mindset of abundance before anything. Um, always, and I understand that the chat's not moving. It's okay. I'll continue going over. And I heard, remember the spark within you, Denise. And I'm feeling my solar plexus. I feel energy, but it's not as strong. Um, so saying affirmations regarding related to abundance and self-confidence and all that will help um, nurture your do things to help your solar plexus. And one other ways, simple ways of working with the chakras is you may consume foods that are that the color of that chakra. solar plexus is yellow, or wear the color yellow there, or visualize the color yellow um, while you meditate, and focus on that area. So there are different ways of strengthening, and expanding your chakras. And as I said that, I feel like the power. I feel the energy expanding, um, from my solar plexus. And my legs got a little tingly and heavier. And to me, this is a reminder to also ground your energy. And I asked what else would be beneficial for you to know now, for the closing of the message. And they say, trust yourself. And you say, okay, great. You're saying you're wearing a crystal for that on your neck. Great. Yeah, so I love, okay, affirmation also. See that I have the affirmation, I am aligned with success and abundance on every mirror. Amazing, great. Yes, I felt that as you continue to do that. Like I said, I felt after I say those things, the my solar plexus felt the energy felt stronger. So yes, that would be great for you to do. And when it comes to the good, you're working on grounding. That's something that a lot of us forget to do. So I'm glad you are. When it comes to the job, everything felt good, and it was just like I said, I saw you happy and busy, and it was just about um, working, being confident and taking a day at a time, and you are taking the steps, and it's just trust yourself, take a day at a time, and continue to do what continue doing what you're doing, because so yeah, that's what I have for you from the masters, and I hope it helps. Thanks so much for your question. So
All
yeah.
right. I'm going to send up Chris next for you. So Chris is driving, so in per the chat there, he won't be able to
Mm-hmm.
reply, but
Mm-hmm.
we will throw him up there for you.
Okay. Hi, Chris. And I want to mention, I saw a couple. Chris posted a few readings. They were so helpful to me too. They were like oracle readings on his channel, and I really enjoy the messages. So Chris would like to know how many lives have spent here. Okay, I'm not see what they say. For the most part, I'm not really good at getting numbers like that, but okay, I'll ask him. How many lives you have spent here? Here, I guess you mean on Earth, because we all, have lives other places. So, okay. So far, with my eyes closed, I see pink and green, and I'm not seeing any images. I'm just trying. I'm waiting to hear a number. Okay, I see a number, and again, I'm not really good at getting numbers, but I see 10092. And I just want to confirm that. That's what I saw again. I saw 10092, and I usually don't get numbers. So, yeah, 10092. I was waiting to see if there's numbers appearing after the two because I got one at a time. Okay, now I see 10092 and the plus sign at the end. So, yeah, it's interesting to me too because I usually don't get numbers. And then when I asked again, I asked the same question again because I wanted to see if there was anything else after the two because I got, like I said, I got one number at a time appearing to me at a time. So I saw the last time it was 1092 and then a plus sign at the end. So that's what I have for you.
All right, thank you, Chris. We're going to throw up the next one here. Let's undo Chris here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so next is going to be Anna. And again, if you are getting a reading there, please do consider two things. Of course, subscribe to Viviane's channel because we're all family here, right? If you're getting a reading from her, Viviane knows more about you than you think you already know. So if you've got a reading here, Viviane already knows you. So she knows your guides at least. So and she knows more about your energetics than you might yourself on a quick. So keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So we're already family here. You've already given up your energetics, so to speak. Not in a bad way, of course. But so consider that. And of course, please also, by exchanging the energies and donating to Viviane, you keep the karmic cycle moving forward. And theoretically, if you don't donate or something, you do owe the karmic. There's a karmic hanging out there, karmic energy hanging out there that you have to clear up with Viviane through the receiving but not giving from Viviane there. So keep all that in mind. And it's true how the energetics work in the universe there. All right, so next is going to be Anna, and she would love an activation. So I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to you.
Thank you. And I know Anna is driving too, so I saw she typed before that she's driving too. Hi, Anna. Nice to see you. You're welcome, Chris. Thank you for your question. Okay, I love an activation for my Akashic records to be of service for what I came here to do in this lifetime, please. Okay, so okay, I'm just gonna write something down so if I need to glance my notes. I remind myself to have papers, so sometimes I get a few things and I need to remember to write it down. It's okay. You want to know, you want to have an Akashic Records activation of so that to be of service of what you came here to do. Okay, thank you. I have to read this question again. Okay. I am asking the question in a different ways because I wanted to, because when I ask about your, how to be of service for why you came here in this lifetime, and in the beginning, I keep getting this info that is like there's so many ways that, so many different ways that you can be of service, and that's what I'm having a hard time focusing because there's so many different ways that you can be of service, whether it's volunteering, whether it's doing so many different things. And I'm going to have to rephrase this a little bit because then, and I'm asking that question, so then it will be tied up to that activation that you asked. And now I just heard you are here to love and be loved. So now I'm asking the question differently. So now I asked about a gift activation that would be beneficial for you to receive now. And I'm starting to feel my heart chakra, my heart space more active, and I'm waiting on more. Yeah, now I'm feeling the heart chakra, heart space, wanting to connect more with the solar plexus. It's about making that connection. So I asked Source Gaia, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Raphael to assist me with this, and I feel it's about connecting again, connecting the heart space with the solar plexus. As I'm doing that, I can feel the energy more intense in these two areas of my body. Now I really feel it more. I feel the energy is stronger, and I'm just waiting to see what happens, what they're going to show me. And now, as I see Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael in front of you, and they have their hands up like this, in front of you, and just they're sending that energy to this area of your body, to your solar plexus and heart space. Source and Gaia behind you. And now I see a thin line, like a yellow golden line between the heart space and the solar plexus, connecting them. And I see a beam of golden light above your head, right, almost touching your head. And I feel like light pressure on my head, especially on the back of my head. And now the light is starting to touch your head and moving slowly. Now it's closer to the neck area. And is moving down the shoulders and the heart space. And now the solar plexus. And moving down to your sacral and root chakra. And your arms and hands. And it's moving down your legs now. Knees and all the way down to your feet. And now I see going down the layers of the earth, all to ground to Mother Earth, Gaia's crystalline heart. And I want to see if there's any comments from you here. Just see. Okay. The connection of the heart connection and the solar plexus. Solar plexus, it's about also you have your heart and your solar plexus. You think about following your heart, doing what you love, do what brings you joy, and in turn you are also okay. I see. You believe your crown chakra might need clearing. Part of that will be done with this golden light that went through down, because I felt like pressure before. I mentioned that I was talking about feeling a little bit of pressure, especially in the back of my head, like right here. I felt a light pressure, and that was before that golden light touched the head and went through. So I'll check again, but that should be that golden light from source should help with that. But let's check again. Okay, let's see if there's anything before you here. Multiple gifts for you to bring. Amazing. Okay. Yes, when you have the heart and the solar plexus connection, yeah, it's all about follow your heart. And but let me check that top of your head again. Okay, now what I see is it's like a white beam of light above your head, and it became a large orb, and it's going to start entering the body through the top of your head and move slowly throughout your whole body. I can feel the light pressure on my head. It's my head now. So now this large orb of white light is moving towards your neck. Going down the shoulder area and your chest. Now it's in the solar plexus area. And it's moving down towards the root chakra. And it did cover your arms and hands too. Still in the root chakra. And now it's moving down the legs. And it's at your feet now. And moved really fast down the layers of the earth until we reached the Mother Earth Gaia's crystalline heart. So yeah, so that was after I did feel, like I said, light pressure on my head again as these as I saw this light orb, white light orb entering the head and moving. So I hope it helps. And okay, I see you're experiencing a lot of headaches and brain fog. Yeah, this has been happening to me too lately, partly because of all of the energy that we're all experiencing, being exposed to. When it comes to headaches and tension in your head, and I don't know if you saw me recently. I don't recall who I gave this reading to, but it was during one of Lives with John that I was shown also to do like a scalp massage, like grab your, like really like do this like every once in a while to release the tension of your, all the muscles in your head. It would be helpful. You may want to try that too, but I hope it helped. And thank you so much for your question. And drink lots of water, everybody here, but especially that receiving those. But yeah, make sure you drink a lot of water and rest. And that goes for me too. That goes for everybody here. Drink a lot of water every time you are receiving and giving energy like this. But yes, this was very intense. I felt the orb like really going through. I could really feel it when it got to the solar plexus area and it went down. But this time I noticed that when it took longer to move from the hip to the legs, and then when it stayed on your feet for a few seconds, but when it moved down the earth layers, it moved like really fast, faster than the golden light before. So anyway, I hope it helped, and then I called on Archangel Metatron, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Source Gaia, and of course the Akashic Records masters, teachers, loved ones, and means all that to help with this. So I hope it helped, and thank you so much for your question. And I hope you feel better. And yeah, sip sip. That goes for me too. Sip sip.
All right. Thank you, Viviane. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So just next is just going through the list here. We've got Karma or Hertz's Trigger Hope, Suzette, then Jolly James. We did get your additional comment there. Thank you, Star. I found your comment and it starred. So you're good. You're double starred there, Star, so to speak. And so
Mm-hmm.
really, and that's what we've got. So next then is Karma. And I saw in the chat there, welcome Mary Windsor. And you guys are talking about being from ancient Egypt. If you're watching this channel, if you're watching Mr. Floyd's Universe, you have a connection to Egypt, because I definitely do. And there's something you wouldn't be watching it if I'm not. I'm seeing her channeling Sekhmet and Goddess Mother Isis as much as I am, and as easy as I do, and all the
Mm-hmm.
references that come up in my universe. We all hung out somewhere in Giza, the Giza complex. I guarantee it, without question. And hang in there, Anna. Big favor there. All right, so yeah, and Laura, thank you there. Yeah, please like and subscribe, and of course, hit the bell for notifications. And subscribe to Viviane as well. It's a two-part effort here. And of course, please consider donating as well, if you just are enjoying this. Or and of course, you can always
Mm-hmm.
go to Viviane's channel, and we've got her email here, which we will show as well. And you can, of course, send her direct emails to get your own reading on your own, and she will work with you one
Yes,
on
and my
one.
email is listed when you go to my about page on my channel. My email is there. And I'm also on Instagram. Anybody would like to follow me on Instagram? I'm active, pretty active on Instagram. So, and my Instagram link is on my channel. Which I'll post it real quick, just for those that uh, like to hang around on
All right.
Instagram. I'll do that real quick here.
All right, perfect. So while
Um,
you're posting that, then next we've got Karma, and so we're going to bring her up. So we know you're in the chat there, Karma. We love you and grateful for you. And all right, so I'm going to pass that while she's finishing up her typing there, and I will start that her Instagram as well, and
mm-hmm.
throw that back out. But
Yeah, it's my name underscore and
perfect.
then my last name. It's very easy.
All right, so she's saying Mickey and herself are there, so they're both there, and I'm going to
Nice.
pass that on to Vivian.
Okay, let me just go back to my correct. I have so many windows here. I just gotta go back to it. Thank you. Hi, Mickey. He is such a cute cat. It's a beautiful cat. I spoke to you a couple weeks ago. Moving on Monday. Okay. All right. This would. I'll close my eyes and then I'll connect with Mickey's energy, and then I'll. Okay. Okay, I'm still just connecting with the energy, Mickey's energy now. Karma, I got, yeah, I did connect with Mickey, and I did remind Mickey of the previous conversation, and then I got a yes now about, and I like my food, because we talked about food in the beginning, because it was my way of starting the conversation, because we connected before and talked before. So I just said, okay, your mom asked me to remind you that, let you know that Monday is the day you'll be moving, and that everything will be okay, that it will be a new adventure. They will both be, that everything is going to be okay. And I'm still connected, so. Okay, so I just reassured Mickey again about the move, and I said that you love her very much, love her very much, and want to be happy. And I asked if Mickey had a message for you, and then I got, thank you for letting me know, and yes, I like the food. You always have to go back with food when it's especially cats. Anyway, so I hope, I hope it helps, and thank you for your question. So, and I already disconnected, and I gave returned Mickey the energy back, and closed the connection. So,
All right, next is going to be Suzette, and I'll
mm-hmm.
throw her up for us. And I know she's in the chat, so I've seen her there. So
Yeah.
absolutely. So Suzette, you're up to bat.
Okay. Hi, Suzette. Could I please have an Akashic reading for what I need to know at this time, please and thank you? Sure. Before, I actually just want to make a quick comment to Karma about her cat, because I think she mentioned, I remember she mentioned that, well, if you're not using a carrier during the move, I don't know if you have another way to really, sometimes, I just heard about, cats running just by being startled or scared, and so just make sure that it's very secure about, you know, entering the new place, and that the doors are of course closed. Okay, I have a carrier, but cannot get her in it. She fights you. Okay. Okay. uh, yeah, it's always tricky. You may have to use the good old food trick to have her in the carrier, or perhaps a few days before, or this yeah, a few days, perhaps have the carrier in the living room or whatever open, and in a way that the door is secure, so it won't be like moving, if it's like a front load one. And I have it open, and maybe toss a couple toys in there or something, so to make it just, I don't know, just more less frightening, I guess, because cats see the carrier and they associate, okay, I'm getting in a carrier because I'm going to the vet. And yeah, they freak out because they don't want to go to the vet. But perhaps just leaving, if you have a option to do that, or maybe put a little catnip in there or something to have her just hanging out, just without putting her in the carrier. Just leave the carrier open and let her let your cat, yeah, let her just sniff around and notice that it's there, and she'll be curious about it, and put a couple toys around or whatever. I did that with my cats for a while when I brought one of it's been a few years now, but when I brought a new cat home, and I left the carrier open with a little bit blanket inside and a toy, and sometimes he would go in the carrier too as his little hiding space, and the door was open the whole time, but and then he got kind of like got used to hanging out inside the carrier, so maybe just get the stress out a little bit. But my cats, I well, that can work, but it also, it could, with my cats, I can, the cats I have now, I cannot do that because um is, I mean, they know, right? They read our minds. Like when I have to take them to the vet and I go down, the carriers are in the basement, and I do my best not to have the door shaking, so that noise that they know is the carrier, so I can bring it up to take one of them to the vet. And funny thing that when that happens, they know even before I bring the carrier, and they all hide. They all hide, and then, like I do anyway. So it may work or may not work. Okay, she won't go in here. Yeah, she's. Oh, okay. Was feral first year of her life. Okay. Um, don't have one of those, but for her, it would be better to have one of those carriers that are the top opening ones that you can just kind of like drop the cat in. I mean, they still fight you, but it's easier than using the front load carriers. Or if you have a soft carrier, that will be less intimidating, maybe, to have her go in. Um, yeah, but wrapping in a towel, system, yeah, they are strong. They're very, very strong. I usually make sure I trim my cats, but I mean, they let me trim them because I've been doing this since they were kittens, and they're used to me trimming their nails. But I always trim their nails before I take them to the vet because I know they're all stressed out in there and they will be fighting. So I usually do that myself. Yeah, catnip is hard for cats to resist. Catnip and some good food, maybe both. And I put a little bit there as a little treat, so be enticing her to go in a box, in a carrier. But yeah, good luck with that. So sorry to interrupt, and I'll go back to Suzette now. Let's see. Suzette wants a message right from, okay, an Akashic reading. What I need to know now. Okay. First thing that I got, you need to rest. You need to have more time for yourself and self-care. And now I see a book. You like, it's like you're holding a book and flipping the pages. But that could be a journal too. And I'm getting that is, if you are a reader, finding more time to read, if it's something that you enjoy doing, or it could be also a journal, like writing a journal um, to help you be present and to have those, I don't know, is a little time for yourself that you can um, devote to yourself. Now I see you writing. So you're writing on a journal now. And then I see you continue writing, and then I see there is like it looks like it could be a cup of tea next to you and on the table. And there you like, we have like a blanket. It's like you're very cozy. And then I saw the word cozy. So about self-care and comforting yourself and being nurture yourself. And now I see like a person doing this movement like this, like pointing to everybody else, because it's like telling me like you're doing this for everybody else. You're nurturing everybody else, but you need to do that. You need to fill your cup. And it can be simple things, like I said, having a nice cup of tea, having a nice conversation with a friend, reading a book, or flipping through a magazine. Um, and yeah, a few minutes a day to nurture yourself. And sometimes it's hard because you need, okay, spot on eyes, okay. It's especially women, we tend to do this. We want to help everybody. We want to make sure everybody's is all taken care of and well fed and this and that. And then you're like, okay, what about now? The day is over, and what about me? What do I need? And now you're tired, and you just. But take every day a few minutes for yourself to do things for you. Could be listening to uh, an audiobook or music, or do something that is just special for you. It's not like to please everybody else around you. It's something special for you. So yeah, thank you for your question. Yeah, okay, thank you. And thank you for the feedback too. And I did see the comments from Karma. Yeah, I know it is so hard, and again, from working in volunteering in shelters too. Oh my God, it is. It doesn't work for many cats too. Like the towel and all the tricks don't always work. You try, yeah, try catnip.
Need somebody with a tranquilizer gun. Come over and
Yeah,
visit.
gabapentin. Yeah, some cats there's just really really, and the funny thing is really true. Like I have four cats, and the last time that I took one of them to get a vaccine, it's like even before I brought they read my mind because before I brought the carrier upstairs, they're all hiding. That they all like look at each other. They know something is up, and they all hide. And it's just like, okay, great, gotta. But especially in a situation like that, of course, if you're transporting, because they can run, and then if it's in a neighborhood, you don't want them. Of course, you don't want them to take off and run away. Um, and those and uh, I'll say entertainment purposes only. I'm not a vet. I'm not a doctor. None of that. But it's the those pheromone sprays. Uh, not don't spray on your cat or your cat's face or near, but you in the they have the plugins, or you can have the spray and use it on a scratcher, or maybe on spray it on a towel and place that towel inside the carrier, and that may help. But that looks like she will need um, gabapentin, yes, because they freak out, and then a lot of times trying to hold them, also then they get even more nervous, and you don't want to get bitten by accident or scratched, and or have them take off. So yeah, but good luck, and I hope everything works out. And reach out to me again, if you need help with your cat.
All right, we got a couple of thank yous here just before I don't want to interrupt the readings there, but from one from
Mm-hmm.
Denise, of course, and then one from Anna as well.
Thank you, Anna, and thank you, Denise. My pleasure.
All
No
right,
problem.
because she fell out of sync here, we're gonna go and we found it, so we're gonna go and grab Star here,
Okay.
and she was really so we did find your I did find your question there, Kiss. Sorry, so I've got you right here. I haven't seen you in the chat, so if you can just throw up and make sure that you're since it's been an hour plus since we've been on, that you're in the chat. If we do call on you, please
Mm-hmm.
throw yourself into when we do call on you into the chat. Just a thumbs up. Kiss is right there. She said, "Okay, great." So Kiss is right there. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it over.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
Thank
Star.
you. Hi, Kiss. Okay, I'd like to know if my friend Chelsea is soul family. Maybe any information about other lives together, or info about our current lives. Okay. Okay, so they're showing me a past life that you both had together. And the image I got was I see two um, kids, and not little kids, grown up kids. They're standing next to each other and holding hands. And now I'm just asking more questions because I don't know if they're showing me. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if they're showing me, because if you're attended the same school and you're friends, or if you're siblings. I'm just want to ask for clarification of that. You're both wearing a school uniform, so that's why I'm questioning that. Okay, I asked to have clarification if you're siblings or friends, and then I heard friends, like sisters. You're so close to you, just like sisters. And now I heard the word besties. You're like besties. Like that. Um, let's see what else you're asking. I'm not gonna ask the current life's question, because I don't have her permission. Even though I know I looked into a past life, was the relationship on that past life, but I don't feel comfortable about asking about the current life. Okay. I'm gonna ask something else. Okay. And what they showed me again was one of you. I believe this was your friend. Just having a conversation. You were like in that school environment. Maybe it was lunch break or something, and you're just talking to each other like you really had a close relationship, and you were like sisters. And so yeah, and that was the reason for the school uniform, both wearing the same uniform. So sure, I think yes. I just, even though I asked that question, but I feel like, thank you for understanding that, but I just feel like for asking something that is current, I would rather have the your friend here too. So because in that case, I asked what was your connection back then, your relationship back then. But thank you for that. Thank you for your question.
All right. Thank you for your question there, Star, as well. Yeah. But the next we have Jolly,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah. So we went at a regular reading, then we finally got some additional information. We got additional information here outside of just a regular reading. So There we go. And I know that you're in the chat there, Jolly. I saw you just before Star. So and Star, we had lost Star, and sorry about the mix up there. We had lost Star in the chat. So she was actually before, but you're all set here. So we're gonna send you over to Viviane. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, Jolly. Thank you for being here. So, what actions should I be taking right now in my career? Okay, let me go ahead and check that. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm hearing know your self worth, and I also heard to always learn, be a continuous learner, always learn something new. It's always, of course, beneficial to keep your um, skills, to, fresh, and um, always wonderful to listen to, to learn something new, but know your worth. But let me go back to it, because let's see if you comment from you. Okay, you're here. Okay. So whether you're thinking about switching jobs, or you're thinking about switching careers, that it goes to that information applies to both. But let me ask a little more. And now I heard do what you love. And with that is that sometimes we may have, jobs, or there are what we call sometimes like a stepping stone. Um, there are temporary situations that you may not be doing what you love. That you may, maybe I'm working on this job while I finish school or something like that. But it's important to uh, do what you love. And interpersonal skills are important too, in addition to what you know and what kind of experience you have, the way you carry yourself and the way you relate to others. All that is also important in your career, and that goes for uh, regardless of what kind of work you do. And then what I heard last was self worth, self value, and knowledge. Yeah. Oh, I feel like my coaching business will have a shift. Okay, just wasn't sure how. Okay. So maybe that's why I got the, keeping your skills fresh or learning more, or taking classes. Just that's good for the networking too. In addition to, it's always good. I love learning new things and meeting new people, even if it's virtually. So, yeah, I hope to help, and thank you so much for your question.
All right. Thank you guys. We've got two left in the chat here. So after Jolly, we've
Mm-hmm.
got Karen, Suki, and next is actually going to be Diane G. So she's got a question here. So that should about
Mm-hmm.
wrap us up again. If you guys haven't considered donating, please do so. Karma, just paying energies forward. When you receive energies, just keeps everything
Mm-hmm.
in flow, right?
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. And of course, please subscribe. And of course, I've been throwing it out there. Viviane's Instagram
Mm-hmm.
as well. Please make sure you jot that down and jump
Yeah.
over there
Thank you. Thank
as
you.
well, because Instagram's it's its own beast, and I've got it set up. Or at least I'm on there, but I haven't set anything up, so we'll be on
Yeah.
Instagram.
I don't do readings on Instagram, but I'm very active. And so yeah, I've been for a while now. I just think it's fun anyway.
All right, so
So
we're gonna throw up Diane. We did get a thank you from Horses as well from Karma that she will certainly she'll message you and let you know how it went.
yeah, sure, thank you. Yeah, but good luck with everything. But yeah, we love our pets, our animals, and but I did when I did connect with Mickey, I reassured her again. Everything is gonna be all right, and no need to be nervous and scared. But it is an adjustment for them too, of course. So
And Jolly sends thank you as well.
sure, thank you, for
Thank you, Jolly.
being here.
All right, so let's go with Diana. Are you in the chat? She is. Okay, so Diane threw up. Yep, she's there. All right, so there's Diane's question, and we'll let you take it away.
Okay, hi Diane, and thank you so much for all your help as a moderator. I appreciate you. Thank you for helping. Okay, have I been an exorcist, performed exorcism in any of my past lives? And is it a part of the service I planned to do in this lifetime? Thank you. Okay, all right. Let's see. Well, I'm getting a yes to that because I see a man wearing, that long, black robe and all that, and holding a cross. And I can't tell yet if it's inside somebody's home or if it's in a church right now. It's looking like a church, not to me. Okay, I see better. And then you asked if this is a part of what you plan to do in this lifetime, and I'm getting that yes, and there are other ways to do that. They didn't tell me. Um, yeah, they said okay, there are so many other ways to work with um, the spiritual realm and clearing energies and doing all that. So let me see if they show me anything different. And thank you, Karen. I just saw your comment that you went on Instagram too for a follow. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then I just heard that you carry that with you. Yeah, I heard you carry that with you. I mean, I've been told I was a healer in many lives. So you carry those abilities through uh, lifetimes. I mean, at least, I've been told that many times regarding my own. Yeah, so. Okay, that's nice. I see that just when you do it, you feel like you've done it before. Yeah, okay. And the images that they showed me were very clear. I could see your dark hair, male, and facial hair and everything. So, so I heard now. Yes, you carry that with you, and then I heard the word way shower in the end. Okay, so yeah, okay. And then I see you again now. You're walking in the church towards the holy water area. And I see you holding the cross and putting inside the holy water. Okay. I get that is future. Yeah, no crosses. Yeah, I kind of figure you do it differently now. Um, so the way shower came across to me as like a future. So yeah, I hope that helped. Uh, thank you for your question, Diane.
All right. Just a quick question, Viviane. If people have an
Mm-hmm.
inkling about something like Diane did, that she was a she performed exorcisms and such in the past, is that generally, are you finding that generally to be the case that if you're feeling that, like I felt like my throat, like I was tongue, and you felt it and you saw it,
Mm-hmm.
is that generally the case then? If you have that intrinsic feeling that you've done something or you've been something, that unless it's like in your family lineage, maybe otherwise you've done it yourself?
Uh, um, my experiences from the experience I've had so far, I'll say yes. It's a memory, and just as she also mentioned, sometimes when you're doing something, you feel like I've done this before. Just like when you visit a place and you're like, "Oh, this seems so familiar," and then yeah, you most likely had a past life there. So I'll
Fantastic.
say yes to that. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, if you're thinking that you might have been something, most likely it's going to
Mm-hmm.
resonate in some of you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be thinking about it. That's what got me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Yes.
we've only got one left, and that'll time us out just about right.
Sure.
So number 500 is up next, and that's Karen Suki. And
Mm-hmm.
Karen actually lives about 10 miles from me. So
Oh
she
yeah.
became number five. I mean, we haven't met up or anything, but she became number 500 on the channel. And then we found out but we're both in Colorado, and she's just down the about 15, 20 minutes down I-25 from myself. So
Oh wow,
closer to Denver,
nice.
yeah. So we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna throw Karen on there, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying anything that you've already not thrown in the chat there, but yeah. So it's kind of cool to have number 500, no less. That's a huge number, and then you're local, so it just
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, it brings it all together. So
that's nice. Okay, hi Karen. I was listening to guided meditation by Brian Weiss, and I saw myself as a centauri. I think in Egypt, maybe Atlantis. Okay, so I'll ask if you had a past life in those places first. See what they show me. I'm getting that was one of your like a guide that you saw, Karen. What you saw was not a past life that you saw, but it was a guide. I see you saw yourself in the center. I'm getting guide again. Okay, we'll see. Okay, you assume it was you. Okay. And one more time, I got the word guide. So it was a guide that came through for you uh, during your meditation. So, yeah, that's what I got. Thank you for your question.
All right, guys. That's about 2 hours here.
Good, we
Thank you so.
got through them all. Yeah, right. We got
Yeah,
through
we
all the
got through
questions.
everybody. There's nobody else who had anything that they wanted to post, and so we got through. I think it was like 8 or 9 of us, so that's pretty
Mm-hmm.
awesome. And again, guys, please do consider. I'll throw that back up there. So definitely consider any donation is ain't no nation like a donation, right? So
Mm-hmm.
grateful. It's not necessary, but I'm sure Viviane would be grateful, and her rent would be grateful for that as well. And as well, guys, of course, please do subscribe to Viviane as well.
Yeah.
And you can catch Viviane. Where can they catch you live outside of us once a month?
Okay, so Mondays and Thursdays I join. I'm so grateful to join John Beanie on his channel at John Beanie. I'm sorry, at John Beanie, and you see the information on my community page on my channel. And so yeah, every Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern, and on Thursdays, starting next week, I believe. Yeah, we will switch. The Thursday live streams will start at 11:30 instead of 11 a.m. Eastern time. So a little bit of adjusting there. And every Tuesday on my channel at 5 p.m. Eastern time, I do the Akashic Adventures along with Diana Bowles and Linda de Gonzalez. It's every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern time, and um, I did host today. Next week will be Linda on her channel, but we simulcast, so you catch um, if you get on my channel. I think so too. I think so. You remember he's in Scotland, so as far as I know, it'll be on, and I don't have any. I'm not traveling. I'm not doing anything, so I'll be joining him on his channel, and I'll be here with Josh once a month, and I really enjoy being here and giving you guys these readings. So I do. I've been busy outside of YouTube too, and I usually take the opportunities to sometimes join different workshops and classes. So that's why I haven't done much more other than the few collabs that I love. I actually Friday I'll be check my channel for Friday, this Friday now. Um, November, no, 11/22, we have a special event that starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I already posted the link for the live, and then there's some information on my community page. There will be many different readers joining this event. It's not about giving readings. It's about raising our vibration, and it's going to be all about different ways that we can raise our vibration and move forward in our new reality in our country with everything that's happening. It's not going to be a talk about politics or a show about politics, and it's not going to be, again, something that will be giving readings, but it will be different readers joining, and we'll be talking about ways that we, light workers, and all of us in the community can continue to raise the vibration and keep our vibrations high and navigate this new, our 3D reality as we move forward. So I hope I see you there. So it's, again, the link is on. I already posted the link for the live. So if you are a subscriber and you have the notification bell, so you can join on the Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. So it will be a few hours. It will be because we will have readers from different time zones joining. So it will be lovely. You'll get to see and meet many people from the community. So I'm looking forward to that. And it's energetically, I according to Diana, it's an amazing day with all of the way the planets are lined up and all that. So I can't explain as well as she would. So just leave it at that. But she'll be joining us too, and talk more about that. So I hope to see you all there. So
Fantastic. Well, we thank you, Viviani, and we thank you all for being here. Gypsy, JJ, wanted to throw out a thank you as well.
mm-hmm,
So we appreciate all of you guys who joined us, and please do like
mm-hmm.
and subscribe to my channel, of course, and to Viviani. And of course,
Yeah.
tomorrow we'll be live here with just like usual here, Good Dawning with Mr. Floyd, and you guys
Mm-hmm.
are the family here, and we'll see you at the
Yes. Yes.
ten
Thank you
thirty.
for having me.
Thank you, and we're grateful, and thank you guys for being here. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
everything you guys do creates your living universe.
Yes. Yes. That's why we want to focus on the good. And remember, everybody, please drink lots of water. Everybody that we're all here. Make sure you hydrate very well and rest and ground your energies. Um, so this was lovely. I'm grateful to be back here. So thank you for having me again.
Absolutely, and we'll send you a link as well for our Zoom party the weekend after Thanksgiving. There, Saturday, we're gonna have a Zoom party. So we'll send you a link, Viviani. Hope
Oh,
you can drop in.
nice. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Nice.
And thank you, Karen, number 500, for being the last question. And all of you guys, thank you so much for being here again. Have an evening really as amazing
Mm-hmm.
as all of you are. And we'll see you in the dawning tomorrow at 10:33 a.m. Eastern. And
Mm-hmm.
again, please consider donating to Viviani. And of course, subscribe to, throw it up one last time here, subscribe to her channel.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, her everybody's favorite Instagram, right? Everybody. All right. Instagram's an interesting place. So I've got to, you know what? I dropped off Instagram like 6 years ago, and now I booted
Yeah.
it back up for the channel. But boy, is it confusing. It's not the easiest interface. They've made it kind of really a disheveled mess.
Yeah. I like posting pictures, but I do it more. To me, it's more like I said, I don't do readings, but I like to. I share a lot of funny things most of the time, or music. It's more like yeah, it's just another way of being connected. But anyway,
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. We will see you all in the dawning. Have an excellent evening.
Mm-hmm.
Viviane, thank you. Much love to all, and stay as
Thank
awesome as you
you.
guys as are there. Remember, everything you do creates your
Oh,
universe.
yeah, yeah. Thank you.